Alright. I'll be alright on him. I love how you play this song while I'm playing Ultimate. Nice. Hi, honey. Hi, Corrupted. Hi, Full. Hi, Fresh. Hi, Fuego. Hi, Boogie. Hi, Claire. Bad day, deal, honey fight. Hi, Rob. Hi, Fireside fan. Oh boy. I can't wait to go back to this game. I missed this game. This game was always fun. I don't know. I did like one stream back on Twitch a while ago, and I just never went back to it. I know there's a lot more endings that I didn't do, but like... it's a lot. Alright. Anyways, let me just get right into it. I was there. Also, for purposes, I did just like restart my whole data. So literally the game will act like this is my first time playing this. English subtitles. I'll say that, yes. Just keep it in the center. No one cares. Please enter the current time. What time is it? It is 12:19. Note, accessibility settings can be accessed from the main menu. Alright. You are playing. Setting my clocking game. It's a fake Pepino and Jad. The fuck? Alright, anyways. Ultra Deluxe, by the way, yep. The end is never the end is never the end.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them.
Probably the easiest job in the world. Get the super go outside achievement. Oh no.
Every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in.
I thought we would get tedious.
Though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
This is no royal high class.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
I feel like Zombie can make a narrator voice perfectly.
Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
We are all Stanley, yes. I got an achievement called Welcome Back.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I do want to get this one out of the way, though.
Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No, 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 no. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say
Hi,
that's
Devin.
the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
Alright, fine. Jesus.
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the
Bruh.
satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50.
Fine. Also, hi, let's basically. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. I'm sorry. Let's basically.
No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
You're asking a lot of me. You're asking a lot from me right now, sir. I just want my PNG and be gone.
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
Fine.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
No, it's worth it. Just give me my PNG, alright? Oh, that lag.
Now, back to door number 437.
This is a lot of backtracking already. Yep.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine? All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
The man's really making me work for this.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk. Yes! This is great! You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
A whole workout.
We've almost got it! Now the copy machine, do that one again!
He's getting so hype.
Finish it off, Stanley! 5 clicks on door 430!
It's so hype for him. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, wait, OBS turned red. Wait, I don't want to do this while it's like, is OBS good? Is the stream still good? Is the stream still good? Are we good? Okay. Anyways.
Yes! We did it! Oh, wow. That felt amazing. Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold
The
you
moment
back.
you said
I'm very
one, my
proud of
stream
how far
froze.
we've come today. Just think, only a few minutes ago, you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks. Really now, what were you thinking?
Alright, sir. It just told me 5 clicks. That's all it was. Alright, anyways. Why does the narrator sound like my grandpa?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Should we listen to him? You know what? Because this is the first one, we'll listen to him. Hi, Cold Rose. Once I'm not late, hi, Emmy.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
How to solve a dispute with coworker. Let it ball up inside you. Take out passive aggression on other coworkers. Resent coworkers for not supporting you more. End the loop. Using slides to assure employees that everything is okay. Everyone is unique. You, most of all. Hey. So Stanley, what is the Stanley Parable? Oh, I can't really explain it. You're just gonna have to watch it and find out.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
But I like the broom closet.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here. It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA. Are you really still in the broom closet?
Oh, like...
Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
That's like, bro, what the fuck is what is so important about this room?
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it. Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite." I hope your friends find this concerning. Stanley was fat and ugly and really stupid.
Hey!
He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he
Hey,
was.
chill!
With drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
You chill! That was uncalled for.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. Fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway. Second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you. You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
Okay, I think that's all dialogue, but shit's funny. Anyways.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
The executive bathroom. Because the boss knows the boss knows that what the boss says goes. If the boss suffered losses, then that's what the boss chose. Right? Extreme bathrooms.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Yeah, I wonder what the code is, guys. I wonder what the code is, man. I don't know.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the
1112.
device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
I fucked that up. Hold up.
2845.
I was just going through every possible.
Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself. And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
God. Forgot he was about to lose it.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself.
Oh, lost his composure for real.
Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building.
Hey, I see mine.
Stanley's co-workers.
I see mine.
The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Fired? Wait, we got fired.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
The dramatic reading.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it?
How do you turn on Netflix on this thing?
Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once.
Imagine watching a zombie stream in there. Imagine watching one in here. Holy shit. Oh. The big screen.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him.
I don't give a shit.
For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
First raid? Oh shit. Hello, raiders.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin.
I haven't seen the sky in years, for real.
Immense possibility of the new.
I know nothing about this game. Oh, you're in for a treat.
This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
What game is this? Stanley Parable. Oh boy. Well, that's one ending. That's like one out of like, what, like 200?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
You know what? Fuck you, narrator. I'll do what I want.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I am by Isabel.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring.
Ooh.
It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
It is a nice room. It is very nice. It's really fun. Just the narrator's pages. Oh yeah, we saw some of that already. It's funny.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Bro sounds bored.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Damn, alright.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue. But when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
Alright. Alright, fine.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Also, it's like skipping dialogue a bit. Almost thought. You know what? Nah, I'm not going to do that.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Hi, Johnny.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you forgot. What? Really? You're in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration
Fuck
for
you.
others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Oh, fuck you,
Now
bitch.
listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door. Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
No, I want to see what's behind the blue door.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door. All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Well, that doesn't look right.
You see, there's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees?
I mean, that'd be
Work with
cool.
me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before.
3
Go ahead,
options.
Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Yo! The wall is still not done, but yo!
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free
Chat,
to be
what do we rate
honest.
it? 1 to 5.
Some
What do we
real
rate it?
Critical feedback here.
Chat, what do we rate it? 1 to 5.